Tere sõbrad, mina olen Hando, Hiina liitub meiega video kaudu. See kampaania on minu arvates kõigi aegade kõige parem reklaamikampaania ja uskuge mind, ma olen neid reklaame oma pika elu jooksul väga palju näinud. Ja ma olen alati tahtnud Buzzwordile seda lugu saada ja Hiina oli peaaegu juba siin tulemas ja siis nädal aega tagasi ta teatas, et ta kahjuks ei saa reisida, aga pole hullu. Kui Muhamed ei tule mäe juurde, läheb mägi Muhamedi juurde, ma sõitsin talle kohe külla ja salvestasin temaga intervjuud, lisaks ka veel mõned varasemad lood selle kampaania kohta, sest ma olen 15 aastat sellele loole kaasa elanud ja tähelepanu pööranud ja jagaks seda nüüd ka teiega. Aga kõigepealt taustast, et Compare the Market on siis Briti kindlustusmaakler. Täpsemalt ta ei ole isegi maakler, vaid ta on kindlustusvõrdlus veebileht. Ja selle mõte on siis see, et tarbijad saavad minna sinna veebilehele, valida endale kindlustuse või autoliisingu või ka nende igasuguste elektripakkujad ja siis need pakkujad omakorda maksavad sellele veebilehele raha, tarbijate jaoks on see kõik tasuta. Ja see mäng on käinud kogu aeg nagu hinnapõhiselt, et see on väga igav, hästi ratsionaalne kategooria, kus kõik tiirleb hinna ümber. Ja see lugu sai alguse 15 aastat tagasi. See põhimõtteliselt Compare the Market oli Briti turul 4. kohal nendest erinevatest kindlustusmaakleritest. Nende turu osa oli alla 5% ja brändi tuntus oli põhimõtteliselt olematu, 5% või midagi sellist. Ja nad olid proovinud igasuguseid asju, nad olid proovinud erinevaid kampaaniaid, aga midagi ei töötanud. Ma kiirustan kohe lõppu ka, et te saaksite aru, mis juhtus, et kui me seda kampaaniat analüüsime ja neid lugusid kuulame, et millega siis tegu on. 15 aastat hiljem, mis siis juhtus? Põhimõtteliselt on Compare the Market Briti turu liider. Nad on tõusnud siis 4. kohalt esimesele. Nende turu osa on 54,4%, et üle poole turust. Ja nende brändi tuntus Briti turul on 91%, et põhimõtteliselt on võimatu leida Inglismaal inimest, kes ei oleks sellest brändist midagi kuulnud. Ja rahanumbritest rääkides, siis selle Compare the Market emafirma kasum oli aastal 2009 50 miljonit ja 2 aastat tagasi 152 miljonit naela aastas. Ehk et põhimõtteliselt see lähenemine, mida me kohe nüüd vaatame, on toonud 100 miljonit naela kasumit lisaks aastas. Siis mõned nii-öelda insidid selle kohta, et see kindlustus või see hinnavõrdluse äri käib väga paljuski otsingu põhiselt. Ja otsingu turunduses, nagu te teate, on siis selle otsisõna hind on väga oluline asi. Ja teatud sõnad nagu insurance näiteks on hästi kallid. Ja ka otsisõna Compare the Market ehk võrdle turgu on väga kallis. Selle hind tollel hetkel oli 5 naela. Ja nüüd loovalt mõeldes selle asja juurde, kui otsite seda lahendust, et kuidas sellest asjast välja tulla, siis see loov idee oli selline, et mida see Compare the Market tähendab. Ja siis mingisugusel koosolekul tehti nalja, et see kõlab nagu keegi tugeva aktsendiga inimene ütleks Compare the Meerkat. Ja meerkatid on siis need loomad, mida te siin alguses videos nägite eesti keeles surikaadid. Ja sellest sai kogu see lugu alguse. Ja mõeldi, et aga Compare the Meerkati otsisõna ei maksa mitte midagi, 5 penni, ehk et 100 korda vähem kui see Compare the Market. Ja siis hakati mõtlema, et aga kes võiks olla selline inimene, kelle aktsent on selline, et ajab segamini Compare the Market ja Compare the Meerkat. Ja tollel ajal oli just populaarsed Vene oligarhid Londonis, kes ostsid näiteks Chelsea jalgpalliklubi ja nende popkultuuris tehti palju nalja. Ja mõeldi, et aga see võiks olla üks Vene oligarh. Ja kogu selle loovidee aluseks See on nii absurdne, kui see ka ei ole, et loodi kindlustusfirmat reklaamima maskott, surikaat või Meerkat, kes tegelikult on venelane, ta on Vene oligarhist surikaat. Ja see hakkab reklaamima kindlustust. Ja esimene reklaam nägi välja selline.
I am Alexander, founder of CompareTheMeerkat.com, where we compare meerkats.
Size hobbies, you know, but lately we get many people looking for car insurance. People looking for CompareTheMarket.com. I cannot find you cheap car insurance. For Compare Meerkats, come to CompareTheMeerkat.com. For easy way to save on car insurance, please go to CompareTheMarket.com. Simples.
See oli see telereklaam siis, nüüd on väga paljuski, nad jätkavad kõikides kanalites, aga rõhk on läinud rohkem telest siis digitaalmeediasse nagu igal pool mujalgi. Ja see oli siis see algus, ehk et loodi see kuju Aleksander Orlov, Vene oligarhist surikaat, kes tegi täiesti absurdseid asju ja juhtis tähelepanu siis sellele veebilehele. See oli selline suhteliselt odav lähenemine alguses ja 15 aastat hiljem on siis tase selline, et need surikaadid ajavad asju ja teevad sisu maailma kõige suuremate superstaaridega.
I think we're alone now.
Greetings, Arnold.
Hello. What do you guys want from me?
We need your clothes, your boots, and your motorcycle. Good one, Sergey.
Why didn't you just take my wallet, okay?
It's kind offer, but what we're really after is 2-for-1 cinema tickets to see your new film. Terminator Genesis.
Tickets? You furry dudes, you kill me.
Yes, but seriously, Arnold, if we don't get those tickets, we'll be back. Take a friend to the cinema with 2-for-1 tickets from Meerkat Movies. Only when you buy, so CompareTheMarket.com.
Tõusega täna nad ajavad asju maailma superstaaridega Hollywoodis ja nad on jõudnud sellisele tasemele oma reklaamides. Et põhimõtteliselt Compare the Meerkat on saanud osaks Briti popkultuurist, nagu näiteks Robin Hood või Harry Potter või midagi sarnast. Võib-olla päris veel mitte see tase, aga põhimõtteliselt küll. Umbes aasta pärast seda, kui see kampaania välja tuli, oli mul au kohtuda Steve Ranakisega, kes on agentuuri VCCP loovjuht, tollel ajal oli, ja tema oli siis see aju, kes mõtles selle asja välja. Ja see oli siis umbes teine aasta pärast selle surikaatide loo väljatulemist ja siin ta selgitab seda tausta.
Well, effectively, year one, we launched the idea of the campaign of the two worlds, the meerkat world and the market world. And year one was all about establishing this dilemma that our hero, Alexander Orlov, had. And it was all about him explaining the difference between his meerkat comparison site and the market car insurance site. And that was what year one was all about. Year two, we created a film, a trilogy that you can find online. And the trilogy goes back to his history. And so if year one was about his dilemma, this conundrum, year two is all about his his plea, his deep plea, and he goes back and he talks to you about all the things that he went through in order to get to where he was, in order to get to Russia, in order to set up this Meerkat comparison website, and you still go to him looking for cheap car insurance, and he's at a loss of words. So he has crossed deserts, he's fought armies, he's set up a shop, he's done all this sort of stuff, and you can view the trilogy online.
Steve Ranakis hiljem, muideks, ta on kreeklane, temast sai Kreeka riigi loovjuht, et ta on teinud päris muljetavaldavad karjääri. Aga see oli siis päris algus ja selle VCCP agentuuri juurde on nad jäänud kõigeks selleks ajaks. Huvitaval kombel paar aastat, vist teisel aastal, kirjutas Aleksander Orlov ka raamatu ja see raamat oli Britis bestseller, et see oli Amazoni üks müüdumaid raamatuid.
First, there was Shakespeare, then Dostoevsky, and now Orlov.
Where are the pictures?
From the paw of one of the world's most successful and well-groomed meerkats comes a story of struggles, success, and Sergei.
Read about my family's journey to Russia, our battles with Mongols, to my life now as billionaire meerkat entrepreneur.
Unputdownable, says Alexander Orlov. Heavier than I expected, says Sergey. Dreadful, says Mongoose Magazine.
But who cares what mongoose think?
A Simple's Life, My Life and Times by Alexander Orlov. Order now at amazon.co.uk.
It's a good story.
Kui siin saalis on päris palju reklaamiagentuuride ja loovagentuuride esindajaid ja kui te nüüd mõtlete, et te peaks minema kliendi juurde, näiteks mõne panga juurde, Swedbanka kindlustuse juurde ja ütleb, et meil on idee, et me tahaks luua teile maailma, mille keskmes on surikaadid ja me üldse muust ei räägigi, et see on üks hull vene surikaat. Et te kujutate ette see koosolek, kuidas see läheb. Ja siis ma küsisin Steve Ranakise käest ka, et kuidas neile õnnestus siis see idee maha müüa ja siin on see, mis ta selle kohta rääkis.
I think, well, I would say this. I think our clients are brilliant. They, I often think to myself, if my clients presented that idea to me and I had to spend that kind of money and make that investment, would I do it? I'd like to think I would, but I would probably feel uncomfortable. And they were brilliant, but they were very visionary, and they realized that they could stay and do what they were doing and fight it out in that sort of small arena with all those other guys trying to do and say the same thing, or they can make a leap of faith and see what happened. And I think they did that, and all the power to them because it's been seriously successful. But they made a massive risk. But I showed that whole Google insight about Meerkat costing £5 pence and market costing £5. And when you have tools and ammunition like that, it helps. But they were pretty good. I think there was a lot of laughter and a lot of, are these guys for real, when we went up and presented it. But then after we actually talked to them about it and the logic and the insight and all that sort of stuff that helps sell ideas, they bought into the idea, and they've been fantastic since. As I said, they've let us make a film, they've let us launch a book, a toy. They allow us to let two people from our offices tweet on their behalf. Very, very, very trusting client.
Ma kuulasin ka ühte podcasti, kus siis selle firma president rääkis seda lugu ja ta ütles, et nad olid olukorras, kus nad olid nii meeleheitel, et neil ei olnud mitte ühtegi muud, kõik muud asjad olid ära proovitud, midagi ei töötanud ja see oli ka olukord, kui klient on nii meeleheitel, et on valmis sellise absurdiga kaasa minema ja seda proovima. Nüüd kohtusin eelmine nädal Hiinaga Compare the Meerkati kohvikus, mis oli üsna lärmakas, aga ma loodan, et te seda heli siiski kuulete. Ja Hiina räägib siis nüüd vaatest 15 aastat hiljem, mis toimub praegu.
The meerkats are unexpected, and they launched at a time when our category, price comparison in insurance, was incredibly beige, still is. It's not an exciting category. So to come up with something that really cuts through and is a bit disruptive, then does endure, particularly in light of the fact that none of our competitors have really come up with anything similar. So that's one thing to consider. The other thing is that people remember things that engage them emotionally. And the meerkats had a story. They weren't just faceless mascots. They actually have a story, an enduring story. People have followed their highs, their lows, the baby meerkats that come and go. The new character, the wombat, has just arrived from Australia. Don't look too far back into how he came into their lives, but it's an enduring story and people actually care. They're emotionally connected to the story, and that's what's helped them endure over 10, 12, 15 years.
Meerkati mänguasjad samuti ülipopulaarsed.
Alexander and Sergei, Bogdan Maya and Vasily, Yakov and Alexander again, and Sergei. To collect Meerkat toys, buy or renew insurance or get credit card, so comparethemarket.com.
Kui sellist tööd teha, siis alati tekib küsimus, et kuidas hoida seda järjepidevust, et see lugu oleks järjepidev ja kuidas need tegelased, see on ju põhimõtteliselt nagu ongi Harry Potteri või mingi sarnase asja ülesehitamine, et need tegelased peavad olema usutavad järjepidevalt ja need karakterid peavad olema ka nagu väga pikaajaliselt läbimõeldud. Ma küsisin selle kohta ka Hiina käest.
So the character story has not changed. There has been your usual brand narrative and brand world that you would expect from a Disney or any of those entertainment brands. We have the same thing with our meerkats. They each have their own brand books. They each have their histories. Sergei used to be in the space program, and he's got his whole story. Even what he wears, he doesn't wear trousers. Don't ask me why. He never has, but he always wears a tie and a shirt. So there's all of these brand character narratives that have endured over time and have remained consistent. No matter which agency we're working with, no matter which partner we're working with, they always show up consistently. However, technology has moved on. Creative approaches have moved on, so they have moved with the times from that perspective. They're far crisper. Their fur is different to what you would have seen maybe 10 years ago. There's little changes that maybe to the naked eye are not visible, but have kept them fresh and have kept them up to date from a technology perspective, but also in terms of the platforms we've been using. Even on, say, TikTok, we have started using our furry mascot toys to represent the essence of the characters as opposed to the traditional CGI characters. Additionally, we have introduced new characters along the way, so the mere pups were adding to the story. They were additive over time. They've kind of moved on now. Now we have a wombat, and he represents the bad decision, where the meerkats have always represented the good decision with your financial lives and your financial decision making. So there are different ways in which we've kept it fresh, but the core characters have endured and remained the same thanks to those guidelines and thanks to that deep understanding of what each of them represents and making sure we don't veer from that. If you go onto Reddit, you can see many fan theories about the brand and people hypothesizing about the relationships between the different characters, etc. And that is key to us. We want to stay true to any fans of the brand or any people that have been around through time, but we also need to keep an eye on future audiences and making sure that those characters adapt to the needs of future audiences as well.
Põhimõtteliselt ta rääkis, et see on umbes nagu sellise sarja nagu Simpsonite tootmine ka väga pikaajaliselt, et kuidas hoida seda, et ülim professionaalsus, struktuur seal taga, kuidas sellist lugu üleval hoida.
Hello, Otto Sergei.
Hello, Mr. Alexander. Shall I reopen your last web page?
No, thank you. Otto Sergei now comes with credit card feature. He check your eligibility before you apply, without affect your credit score, taking the guesswork out of finding a credit card.
Simples.
Hey, that's my line.
Siis ma uurisin Gina käest seda, kuidas see lugu erinevatel platvormidel, siis alates telest lõpetades ürituste ja igasuguse merchandise'iga toimib.
It is critical, I think, for every brand these days to be looking into different ways to engage audiences on platforms such as TikTok, YouTube, etc. We've been lucky in that character-led comms is having a bit of a moment. So if you look at brands that have mascots, they're doing particularly well on TikTok. And those that don't have mascots are all of a sudden having to quickly scramble and come up with some sort of mascot or representation for the brand in a platform like TikTok. We've been incredibly lucky that we've had various production techniques at our fingertips to be able to do that. We've had the toys. They used to be one of our rewards. We were able to leverage them and really capture the zeitgeist on platforms like TikTok by using the toys. We also have mascots. They're part of our sports sponsorships that we can now use. Human-sized mascots that we can now leverage to keep the characters fresh and relevant to new audiences on new platforms. But it's also the second length and the formats we use with our CGI characters that are critical. We've got a content series called Meerkat that is also very much capturing the zeitgeist of the most popular content series out there globally at the moment. If you think about Chicken Shop Date, Hot Ones, everyone wants a piece of that action. More long form, more engaging content is becoming part of people's everyday entertainment now as they scroll through. We've been able to bring the meerkats into that world through our entertainment series that is called Meerkat, where our characters come to life, bring their personalities to life and interview people from the world of entertainment and specifically movies, which ties into our movies, our Meerkat Movies reward that's been so critical to our success. So I think there are different ways and techniques to bring the characters to life from a production perspective, but also from a what's actually trending on these platforms right now and how do we adapt to those environments.
Meerkat on siis praegu kõige kallim osa sellest kampaaniast ja see on siis see, kus need tegelased Alexander Orlov ja tema partner Sergei intervjueerivad superstaare ja siin on näide, kuidas nad tegid saate countrylaulja Shania Twainiga.
Shania Twain!
I've got leopard print everything.
Leopard print tour bus, leopard print biscuits, leopard print guitar.
But now you're giving me more ideas. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. So if it doesn't work out...
It won't work out.
Yep, get on that.
I'm doing it.
Are you?
Totally crazy.
Let me guess. Cafe Nero. Simples.
See oli lühike kokkuvõttes ja see episood ise on pikem, aga see oli siis see, kuidas nad kasutasid seda omakorda veel reklaamis. Ja erinevatel platvormidel, näiteks Shortsis, TikTokis on sellised asjad.
You gotta love a bit of swing ball. Unless you have your own tennis court. They may have the greater games, but you could have the better bills. Don't pay more than next door.
Vahepeal tuletan meelde, et tegemist on kindlustusfirma reklaamidega, eks ole, et see on nagu selline tõsine asi. Õppetunnid siis, mida sellest võiks teised turundajad, teie, mina, kõik siin saalis viibijad kõrva taha panna?
I've been lucky enough to work on brands such as Coca-Cola, a lot of FMCG brands, retailers, and knowing where those core brand assets what you can do with those core brand assets to leverage them to best effect on all platforms is critical. So what are your distinctive colors? What are your distinctive shapes? The Coca-Cola bottle, iconic. What are your distinctive audio clips, sounds, logos, as well as characters? With Compare the Market, it's all of that, all of the time, and you have to work out where to prioritize which aspects of your brand so that you don't come across as over-branded as well. There's always the risk there, particularly on social, where you've got really promiscuous and skeptical audiences who will scroll past you if they think they're being shouted at. So it's critical to us to work out where those distinctive assets will play best and which ones to bring to life. Sometimes you're talking about something, just the distinctive blue of Compare the Market and a recessed logo is enough, but sometimes the meerkats have to be front and center. So to any brand looking to introduce a mascot, I think it is definitely very useful in certain instances and in certain platforms, particularly, say, TikTok. But you do need to be aware that it needs to be enduring. You can't just bring them in and out willy-nilly. You need to be focused on their backstory, true to their backstory, and true to what they are adding to your brand. If you look at the likes of Duolingo, they've found a little character within their app or just an icon and they've turned it into a character. Look at what's already in your arsenal and what you can translate. Marks & Spencer, one of our biggest brands here, have turned Percy Pig into a celebrity on social, which happened to be one of the sweets, their confectionery products, that now is an enduring character. So the clues are already there, often in your own brand arsenal to dig through and dig out. Test and learn. Test and learn what's going to really help your brand versus all the other distinctive assets that you've already got at your fingertips, and see whether a character is what you need.
Mr. Hollywood!
I wasn't,
Have you opened your personalized home insurance deals from Auto Sergei? Already done for you.
You mean it's okay not doing it all yourself?
Of course.
So there's no shame in it, even if you can't look at yourself in the mirror anymore?
He really gets it, Sergei.
I don't think he's talking about Auto Sergei deals.
Okay.
Wait, don't go in. There.
Just make it simple with personalized deals delivered from Compare the Market.
Siin oli näha nüüd see Wombat, kes on siis toodud Austraaliast sinna ja kes on see negatiivne tegelane nende surikaatide kambas. Ma küsisin ka ühelt tuntud Briti turundusajakirjanikult Michael Nuttlilt, kes vedas sellist projekti nagu New Media Age, et mis tema arvates on selle kampaania edu põhivõti.
It's just been executed tremendously well. The character has been extended and amplified through social media incredibly well. There are people working on the there are people dedicated to working on the tweets, on the Facebook posts, on being funny all the time. So the Alexander Orlov Meerkat character, has a genuine presence. It's not just something you see on the TV. It's something you can interact with, and that's been that's driven a lot of popularity. The fact that there's now a best-selling book based on the Meerkat character, speaks to the kind of the British love of comedy animals in advertising.
Maskotid või need tegelased. Selle kohta on üks teadlane Richard Shotton, kes on siis käitumisökonoomika spetsialist, uurinud seda asja ja kirjutanud sellest ka artikli. Ja tema teooria on siis selline, et inimeste ajus abstraktsed asjad ei jää meelde ja konkreetsed asjad jäävad. Ja tehnoloogia, finantsiga seotud asjad on üldiselt inimeste jaoks abstraktsed. Nad ei suuda otseselt seostada igasuguste keeruliste terminitega. Ja seetõttu selline konkreetne asi, nagu näiteks seesama tegelane jääb paremini meelde, näiteks sõnakindlustus ka on nagu liiga abstraktne. Ja Kanadas Western Ontario ülikoolis tehtud uuring näitab seda, et ainult 9% abstraktseid sõnu jääb inimestele kohe meelde, aga 36% konkreetseid sõnu. Et see on tema seletus, et miks need abstraktsete äride puhul need maskotid hästi töötavad. Ja üks teine uuring, mis tehti siis IPA, mis on Briti reklaamiuuringute instituut, nende andmetele tuginedes paar aastat tagasi näitas seda, et põhimõtteliselt kampaaniate edukust uurides selgus, et 41% edukatel kampaaniatel on maskotid ja 30% ei ole maskotte, nii et maskottidega kampaaniad on keskeltläbi siis 10% punkti edukamad kui mitte maskoti kampaaniad tuginedes selle IPA andmetele. Aga mõned kokkuvõtted ka, et kõige olulisem, kui sa oled mingisuguses tiheda konkurentsiga ja ütleme suhteliselt igavas kategoorias, siis läbilöögi saavutamiseks tuleb ka reklaamis olla murdeline ehk et teha midagi erilist. See lugu üle pika aja peab olema äärmiselt järjepidev, hästi välja peetud, ülihästi teostatud ja need karakterid või maskotid aitavad inimeste jaoks, inimeste ajudes sinu brändi kinnistada. Ja kui sa loovalt mõtled, et tänapäeva maailmas, kus kogu meelelahutus tuleb hästi kergesti kätte igalt poolt, et sa ei saa olla kehvem kui Shrek või Marvel või mis iganes hetkel see Hollywoodi meelelahutuse tipp on, et põhimõtteliselt need Meerkatid ka, et nad on põhimõtteliselt sama hästi tehtud kui mis tahes muu Hollywoodi looming. Ja klientidele nagu iga agentuur, ma võiks olla ükstapuha, mis agentuuri esindaja minna praegu kliendi kohtumisele ja öelda, et be brave, eks ole, väga lihtne öelda, aga järjekordne näide, et see töötab. Ja nagu Alexander Orlov ütleb, simples, et see catchphrase läks lendu ja seda kasutatakse praegu igal pool mujal. Ja üks viimane märkus või nii-öelda fun fact siia juurde veel, et kui algas sõda Ukrainas, siis tõsiselt nad mõtlesid, et kas see Vene oligarhide nalja teema on üldse kohane või mitte. Ja nad korraks panid selle pausile ja tegid ka siis uuringu ja üritasid aru saada, et kas see võiks olla solvav või mingid muidu tundeid riivav, aga uuring näitas, et vähemalt Briti turul see ei häiri kedagi, nii et pärast seda läks asi edasi ja siis tänaseni. Et vaadake ise ka ringi ja vaadake neid filme ja olge siis vaprad ja tehke midagi ägedat. Simples. Aitäh!
Suur tänu, Hando Sinisalu, ja sa vastasid ühtlasi ära ka tegelikult selle küsimuse, mis oli kõige rohkem saanud pöidlaid. Et kõik tahtsidki teada, et kuidas selle Vene oligarhidega on tänapäeval. Ja, et nad nii-öelda said sellest asjast jagu, et see vähemalt brittide jaoks ei ole teema. Ja päris huvitav küsimus tuli ka veel selle kohta, et huvitav, kas nad päriselt ka mõne surrikaadi kolooniaga tegemist teevad, kas nad teevad hea tegevust?
Nad toetavad Londoni looma ja surrikaadi seda puuri või seda ala.
Ei ole päris koloonia, aga ütleme puur vähemalt.
See ei ole, nad ei ole puuris, nad on sellisel, nii-öelda ikkagi seal on suurem plats neil.
Ja igatahes suur aitäh. Tõesti väga kihvt kampaania. Aitäh. Ja